Alright, what is up, boys? So before we get into this remake, I wanted to show some of these patches I've been using for these remakes since it's very highly requested. I'll only show a few because some of these for this remake I did were some presets. So we'll start with the bass since everybody wants to know what the bass is. It's really just a simple serum patch. And I have it divided into two layers. So I have the high end of the bass and the low end of the bass. So we'll play it right here real quick. And this is the high end and then the low end. And I do that because it kind of gives it a wider sound. So we can go over it. This is the patch I made. This one? Yeah, this is the one, okay. Yeah, so it's pretty simple. Just two saw waves, 7 voices on both, a little bit of detune on the second, and I dropped it an octave. Filter on it, cutting some of the high end out. And then hyper dimension. I only have the dimension going. A little bit of size, a little bit of mix. You guys can just copy all this stuff pretty much. Distortion, chorus. And I would suggest tweaking it to your own. So, you can kind of get a unique sound. That's kind of like what I do. Because if you listen to some of my remakes, they're not exactly the bass that HOLLIS uses, but I get it as close as I can, and then I tweak it to, what I personally like. And then I'll show the mixer preset if I can find it. This shit's a mess. It's on 13. Yeah, I just have an EQ on it for the high end bass, and then the low end bass we'll go over. It's gonna be like the same thing. So this is the low end of the bass. I have it notched a little bit at around like here, 30% on the filter, 8 voices on one saw wave. Effects, same thing pretty much, just copy that. And then the mixing for this one is a bit different. I have a lot more going on. I wasn't using this, I was using it, but now I'm not, so we'll skip that. I got a soundganizer on the bass, a camel crush. Any type of distortion should work though, just kind of beefs it up. An EQ, compressor, another EQ, and the sidechain, which is self-explanatory. And yeah, that's the bases. I can go over the sound real quick too if I load up the patches I made. And then I also have a preset in here from that I found in Serum that I saved to the pack, which is a sound that I'm pretty sure HOLLIS uses, or it's very similar to one that he uses, but this is okay. So this is the same patch I was using for the high bass, but what you can also do is use it as like the lead sound that I have going on in safety. So if we put this to the mixer, same settings for the high bass, and then if you mix it a bit differently, you can get this sound. Hold on, I'll show you. That's kind of like the lead sound in safety that's driving through the drop in the track. And yeah, I mean, these sounds are so simple. You can make them in 2 seconds in Serum. You can put your own twist on them, do whatever you want. Soundganizer on it. EQ, cutting out the low end, a little bit of the high. Compressor on it. Vintage verb. This gives it like that washed out effect. My FL Studio crashed. But I think I was just going over the rest of the mixer tracks for that that lead sound from Safety. So I'll just pull it up real quick again, and you guys can just see the rest. I had to soothe. That's what I was showing before it crashed. That kind of like cuts a lot of frequencies out that are very harsh to the ears. Reverb on it and the sidechain. Simple. So now I'll play the remake I did for God. It's not the full track because I got a little lazy, I'm not gonna lie, and it's a decent amount going on over here, so